All right, so then I have next, Rob Evie, Future Shock, Labor Force Displacement.
Thank you, Max. Hi, everybody. Howdy. So I'm Rob Eby. I work for Labor and Industries, and I'm an enterprise infrastructure and technology architect. And what we got here to do is we're going to talk about future shock, things that are going to affect employment, things like self-service kiosks, robots, and artificial intelligence. Back in the day, the Industrial Revolution, people were cheap, and technology was expensive and scarce. Here we have people doing assembly work, men building cars, very, very manual processes. Technology, communications-wise, was expensive and primitive. Special skills and training were needed. Everything from the telegraph operator to the long-distance phone operators to the wireless person using the Marconi system. Today, post-industrial, people are expensive, and technology is cheap. It's abundant. We have robots in factories, robots building cars. We have 3D printers making complex parts, things that haven't been able to been done in the past. Communications technology. Now it's cheap, disposable. It's in our cars. We have disposable cell phones that you can get from a kiosk, and when you're finished, you put it into another kiosk, and you get a credit back. Future globalization, where technology, labor, and businesses collide, is also known as the fourth industrial revolution. We've got houses made from 3D printer concrete plants to all kinds of 3D mechanical things. Technology workers with multiple skill sets, using some of the products we saw today, where we have integration and transparency, things that are all linked together through high-speed networks. We've got materials that are coming out now. We've got quantum computers. We have transparent aluminum. We have nanocarbon tubes used for communications and electrical things that didn't exist anymore in the past, and now they're going to be emerging into the future. Businesses that have to compete with other businesses at the lowest possible cost. The workers impacted due to this fierce competition. And now we have things that are going to affect the labor force, such as automation, AI, and robots. We're going to have a lot of robots doing all kinds of different tasks, war bots to assembly, to process, to human interactions. Things that are really starting to become more integrated into society. There we go. Factors. Worker displacement is going to happen through the technologies, right? Communications without borders, new technologies that haven't been created yet. All these things are going to be spurring on all new industries that haven't been quite invented yet or being refined right now. Geocommunications, we have Li-Fi, Wi-Fi, WiMAX, fiber optic cables, things that are integrating into the world that are becoming more transparent and ubiquitous. Factors, staff are going to have multiple skill sets. They're going to have to develop a combination of skill sets like developer with robotics engineering, CAD classes, business analyst with occupational leadership background, and global trade. Going to be a merge of that, which falls into the education and learning system, where the integration and the partners with business and government is going to be really, really important to train these new workers with multiple skill sets. We have other factors here. The technologies and trends are going to blend into society. They're going to be integrated and just become normalization. But these jobs are going to be displacement of people and the technologies. So what's going to be the ratio? 1 to 1, 1 to 20, 1 to 100? We don't know. This is a snapshot from the 30s where steel workers were working in Chicago building buildings, and now we have an integration of the robots living and working with humans on the job site as well as into the homes as we see. And so these trends, what do we do? Learn and research everything you can, right? Staff your workers from a traditional role to a knowledge worker with multiple skill sets. Look for the competitive edge to get your workers into these higher level jobs. Nikola Tesla, here's a great quote here. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that didn't work. We're going to see a lot new Nikola Teslas coming up from the ranks of the educated new workforce. What do? Get out, walk around, network. It's still very important. Make a plan. What's your plan going to be for your staff? You know, take that CAD class, take that robotics class, but basically get them engaged and get them to focus onto the new technologies and the new trends. So with that, we kind of talked about factors. We talked about the impacts of labor, talked about multiple skill sets from the traditional worker to the knowledge worker. And if you have any questions, send me an email. Thank you.